Greetings and salutations, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am Funeral Digger, the head mobster of Torch Gaming and the infamous Torched Mob. The topic of today's video is going to be on the censorship and political correctness in the Call of Duty community. I'm well aware of the tenuous position I am putting myself in by creating a video on this topic, but I'm going to do my best to comment on this subject without getting myself in hot water with the politically correct police. Today I'm going to discuss censorship, political correctness, and what it's going to do to the Call of Duty experience, what it's doing to the Call of Duty experience. First off, I want to be clear about something. I am in no way endorsing or condoning the use of anti-gay, homophobic, or racial slurs of any kind to anybody. Obviously, there's no room within our community for any of that nonsense. What I'm here to discuss is using these issues as a cudgel to censor people, or in today's parlance, to cancel people. We all know the COD community is a very toxic one. For the most part, I blame this on disbanding lobbies and skill-based matchmaking. I've already made 2 videos on this subject, links, and they'll be in the description below. Go ahead down and click on them and watch them. They're very good, and they're very entertaining, and they'll outline all of those topics very, very thoroughly. You have folks right now that are in a lobby for about 45 seconds because of these disbanding lobbies. They spam hate and anger, and then when the response happens, the report button is hit and bang. Somebody makes a mistake in anger, they say something that they know they shouldn't say because they're pissed off, and boom. Now you're reported, now you're banned. Either you're not playing, you're censored off of Call of Duty, you can't communicate, you know, they might ban you, or or if you're on Twitch, if you're streaming, bang, you're off of Twitch, you get a week off or 2 weeks off, or maybe a month or whatever they decide. And that's it. And this happened to Censor recently, no pun intended. And frankly, what happened to Censor, that incident and those incidents are what were the genesis of me deciding to create this video. My first question to all of you is, when did everybody become so sensitive? What, are we going to start banning people from video games because of name calling now? And where does it end? What name is good? What name is bad? Where is it, you know? Does this mean I could get somebody banned because they call me a crazy because I'm a German, of German descent? They call me a Fritz. Hell, I've been called that for years. It's some people, dear friends, might call me that. I mean, where does it end? Seriously, we're going to get into banning people now because of name calling. I'm the titular head of Torch Gaming and the infamous Torch Mob, as I mentioned earlier in the video. We welcome everybody in our organization with no membership requirements really, other than you be a good person and you gotta love gaming. Anybody comes into my Twitch stream, which is Funeral Digger at Twitch. Anybody comes into my Twitch stream and starts any racial, gender, sexual orientation shit, we ban them immediately. My producer Shady, bang, you're out, because we don't have any of that garbage. We want everybody in our organization. I don't care who you are, what you are, as long as you love video games and you're a good person, comes in and want to have a good time. I just personally don't understand where all this sensitivity comes from. And I understand, there's limits to everything or whatever, but back in my day, we had a saying, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. We didn't give a rip about what everybody called us. You know, we were called shit all day long. You know, half the stuff they came up with was half, actually it was funny. I laugh about some of the stuff to this day. It was entertaining. We all got a kick out of it. Everybody was from somewhere, something. I grew up in like a melting pot area. Now, you have, oh, you said the N-word with a hard R. Whatever the hell difference that makes. To me, that word in any form should be banned, and I kind of understand why it isn't. And it flusters me how a name like that could have any other meaning other than a bad meaning. And it could be bastardized in such a way that, frankly, that should be unacceptable in any way, shape, or form. But yet I hear that used in lobbies all the time, and I think that should just be banned. And why it isn't, if you're going to be fair about it, all right, that word should be banned in any way, shape, or form. You're just playing games here, and that's what they're doing. They're playing games and trying to play gotcha to get people banned and manipulated, because if you say the so-called hard R rather than I'm 61 years old. I don't understand all this garbage. You know, I'm on here. I just want to have a good time. I hear this shit going on all the time. Frankly, it all should be banned, and I don't know why it is, and that's part of the problem. You people are, it's all a manipulative tool. And I don't understand, for some reason, people, you know, this is a touchy subject. And because it's a tough subject, and you got to be very, very careful. You know, you're gonna get rammed. You're gonna get canceled yourself. And I'm trying to be very careful here. And this is a video, and I know Shady, my producer, is gonna be very, very careful to edit this thing properly so that, you know, I don't get my rear end in a sling over this, because I'm not a racist guy. I don't care about everybody should have a good time. I'm a funeral director, for God's sake. I see the worst shit that could happen. I want everybody to have a good life, live well, and have a good time doing what they enjoy doing. Everybody should have an equal opportunity. Everybody should get paid the same. I'm actually a very liberal guy. I just don't like the manipulation that's going on here. And I need to speak out about this, because that's what this is. This shit's manipulation. And it's not, frankly, it's not coming from a place of genuinely, we're looking into a person's character here, and this person's not the kind of person. This is just, man, somebody slips up, says a word, boom, okay, we got you canceled, you're off. And this is like I said, I'm trying to be very careful here discussing this, because I don't want to say anything that's going to get my ass in a sling, because everybody's out to pinpoint everybody now. But I'm trying to keep it 100 here. I want to keep it real. I have a perfect solution for this. Create opt-in lobbies, just like Xbox, Microsoft. You own this. You have a parental controls. You're going to allow your child to go into here. You know, you can choose what lobby you want to get in. If you're part of the milk and cookie Gee Whiz crowd, you want to opt into the G lobbies because you can't handle anything. That's great. Put these people in the Gee Whiz lobbies. You can handle anything and put them into the XXX anything goes lobbies. And you can have PG and R lobbies for those in the middle for how much, you know, you can handle. And this solves all this sophomoric nonsense. Let's be honest, it's a toxic game. It gets heated. You know. And now you introduce a system where you got to be on pins and needles, and somebody's going to play gotcha and get you banned. It's ridiculous. You know, you keep this shit going on, you can have anybody to play your game but the milk and cookies boys. You know, and then they'll turn on each other. You know, they'll be playing with themselves. I mean, let's be honest. Let's look at people. You really think Censor's a racist guy? You think he's a homophobe? You think he's a bad person? You think he's against black people or gay people? I don't. Look at yourselves. You really believe that? Isn't that really what the whole point of this is? What's in here? Who are you and what are you? So the guy lets out a couple of words that he knows were out of order. He apologized for them. So you think the penalty should be this guy, that's it, he's canceled or shut down, censored, pardon the pun. You know, so you think he shouldn't be heard anymore? You think he should be shut down? And you think, all you people, you really think this is right? I don't believe that. Because if you're one of these morally correct people, if that's what all this is, you're the morality police, then you need to check yourselves. Because it's really who you are. This is about who you are as a human being, as an individual. We all make mistakes. You holier than thous, throw the first rock if you're without sin, baby. Let it ride. Anyway, I just view this as a cudgel that the holier than thou crowd wants to use to force everybody to get in line and toe the line. And let me just say this in closing. If you can't handle somebody throwing out the N-word with a hard R or whatever the difference makes, you know, because they're all using that word. I can't tell the difference. I don't understand. It boggles my head. But if you can't handle that, or you can't handle being called the F word or whatever, then you got a bigger problem. You got a bigger problem than that within yourself, than banning people for playing video games or creating content. This is something from within you. And I'm being very serious here with this. My advice to you all is, who cares what anybody says? Be proud of who you are and move along. Stop being so sensitive. It's all going to be all right. Shame on all of you and those of you who are in favor of all this nonsense, this censorship farce. All this is a made-up, manipulative tool to censor anybody that don't fall into line, and a way for people to manipulate a system to get somebody they don't like censored, quieted down, or off the air to not make content anymore. All I could say to all of you, be proud of who and what you are, no matter who or what you are. Listen, we're all part of the same game here, the same race, the human race. Everybody needs to get along. Everybody needs to have a good time. And everybody needs to just stop being so damn sensitive. Believe me, it'll be all right. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up my video for today on censorship and all of the cancellation nonsense and all the political correctness and the gotcha crowd. I want to thank all of you for watching and ask that you please subscribe, hit the notification bell, the like button, and leave a message. I'd also appreciate if you'd let me know what content you want to see in the future. What you all have to say means a great deal to me, whether you support me or you want to throw some criticisms out, as I just made this video. I can take it, guys. You know, it is what it is. We can talk things out, you know, and I can handle it, man. But I love to hear what you all have to say. And thank you for taking your time out to watch my content and for supporting me. I appreciate all of you. And once again, I'm the Funeral Digger. I'm the leader of Torch Gaming and the infamous Torch Mob. And as always, the Torch Mob always makes them eat the crap.